It'll be one of those days, chat. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I almost ain't feel like doing the stream, man. It's hard today. Sure. Like doing the stream. I don't know. It's hard today. Let me get my. Trying to get the headphones going so I can actually hear what's going on. Hold on a second. All right. Everything actually playing? Oh yeah, everything looks good. Alright. Alright, so look, everything look good. So Cubits looking good there. Cubits is looking good there. Don't need that. Oh, you know, I could probably here. Been almost a month, man. Believe that's been almost a month now. Almost oh, and almost me. Do that. I forgot all about putting that back over. You know, it's, lagging over. Also, don't mind me. You might hear me eating just because your boy is hungry, man. It's 2 something in the morning, and I haven't had a full meal all day. I guess technically yesterday. Let me start in a couple more minutes. Let me just snack on something and get the site up and going. I am almost done, guys. What is it? Crushing this burger right now. All right, guys. We're here. And don't mind me, I'm still eating. But let's go ahead. Let's just start it now. Let me just actually take a second here to get my. I need my stream info up. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to see anything. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and let's hide the camera if we're not using cams today. Or, you know. All right, cams in the room. And give her scared down. All right, so no, it won't look like much, but here's the kind of preview of the website. Got a lot of dummy data in at the moment, but essentially, right, you'll be able to go in and look at and look at some item builds to help you guys out in the game. So let's go ahead and let's I'm gonna log in real quick. Assume like I signed up, right? Went through the sign up thing and then logged in. So boom, right? As soon as I log in, all right, cool. All right, so meat and potatoes, where it's going to be in 2 parts, right? The place where you build your items, and then the place where you look at other people's items, right? So, okay, I'm come here to the item builder here. So, and one thing important that I want to just make sure you guys understand, right? Like I said, I work mostly functionality first before I do visual stuff. That's what I put 90 to 95% of my time in is all the actual does it work portion of it first. Once that is done, then I'll go ahead. Then, like I said, then it's about cleaning up the visuals. Clean up the visuals just takes a little bit longer because my God will CSS really, really challenge you on some things. Anyway, but yeah, so like see, so here go our girl, hair phase, you'll be able to select you'll select any hero, and here's like where my state starts to be a little bit different here, right? You'll get the hero stats. So here's Aurora's stats here, and this is her stats at level 1. Let me do phase because I didn't link the description thing to this part quite yet on the back end, but yeah, so here go phase, right? So let's see. So you got phase, right? At level 1, she has these stats here, like I said, some of this is going to be dummy data. So don't pay too much credit into the accuracy of the numbers, but just so you get an idea, right? And then, we're going to be like, all right, so I'm making this build here, and I'm like, okay, so my build, right, you're going to have a complete build. You should be able to get this complete build that I'm going to show you all by level, let's say 14. All right. And then if you look and see, her stats also change, right? So like I said, so it's gonna feed you guys Hero's actual stats that you'll actually be able to look at, and for everybody to look at, right? So they can actually like get some actual numbers along with the build, like how much physical power this does, how much magical power this does, all right? And then here's the meat and potatoes here to this too. So now I'm making this build, right? So let's say I add this Fruit of Greed. Let me click on it real quick so I can see the stats here. So Fruit of Greed, right? Fruit of Greed is given 100 physical power. You know, let me fill something up here too. Let me do Joy of Harvest, right? So here you go. So Joy of Harvest is given 300 physical power, 15 magical penetration, right? Oh boy, that's so cool. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna add that too, right? And the thing is I made it too so that you can arrange items however you want. If you want to have a gap, you can have a gap. Sure, why not, right? But the nice thing too is you see all these stats here, you know, for the items, for the different items, right? So you'll get the stats, the descriptions, so you know what's going on, and you'll get the accumulative. Excuse me. You will get the combined stats for the hero. So you'll get the combined stats for the hero along with whatever items you are rocking on the item build, which is going to be a you know, a really helpful thing for you guys to be able to do once you know, once this is rolled out and you guys start actually building out builds. Man, this soda's so good. But yeah, so now let's go ahead, let's move on down here. All right, so this part right here, we're going to go ahead, and this is where, you know, you'll give a quick description. All right, so this is supposed to be a short description of your item build, right? It'd be like, you know, whatever, you know, this, you know, whatever, however you could best summarize your build in 150 characters, all right? And in this here, this nifty little thing here is where you'll give a full breakdown now, the full description of your build. So you'll go in extra detail, right? You'll go in extra detail about it. And the nice thing is I got all these like text editor functions here that I was able to get implemented in here so that you'll actually be able to dress up your stuff nicely. You should be able to hopefully let's see. You should be able to hopefully be able to actually give some nice visually looking you know, stuff. You know, whatever you guys come up with. All right, however you guys come up with it, you know. All right, let's see. So moving along now. Let me go over here. I'm just gonna close this real quick. All right, not killing me. Bunch of stuff open on like my other monitor there. All right, now moving on. Now here we go. Now we're hitting to the meat and potatoes of, you know, what my site here kind of does, right? So here, so we're gonna look. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to make a starting build, right? So in addition to making the regular main build, right, you can go ahead and you can start further customizing this build that you're creating, right, for different parts of the game, right? You know, people like to have like a kind of beginning set, right? You know, mid set, end set. So let's go ahead and let's do beginner set. All right. And so same as before, right? So this is where I would be picking like, you know, like whatever starter items, whatever potions or whatever you're trying to, you know, whatever starter potions and stuff you're trying to use. You know, if I think you should get a ward, if you should get the little teleporter, stuff like that. I'm like 2 more bites away from finishing my burger. Pardon me. But next, right, you know, you'll fill out, you know, the description. Whoa. You know, you'll give a description. I'm typing on one hand because I'm trying to eat him this burger with the other. All right, you'll give a description of the starter build. Here. You talk about it, whatever. Then you'll go ahead and you'll do this, which is something that I came up with. you have the option, fellas, of adding scenarios to your item build. So, what do I mean by scenarios? Well, I click here, scenario maker. It can literally be whatever and however you want it to be. So if I wanted to say, what if at the starting game, right? I'm fighting. All right. I realize I'm fighting. And then I go here, right? This is actually supposed to have been hidden already. I don't know why it was showing, but all right. So visual stuff we gotta fix. But I'm actually fighting countess, right? I'm like, oh my God, I'm fighting countess. Well, then what am I going to do, right? Am I going to invoke a new build, right? Be like, okay, well, here's these items here that you can build for instead, or grab instead, to help you kind of combat a particular skill set she might have, you know? And then you'll go from there, right? And then you'll explain all of that, you know, for in this box here for the scenario. All right. Now, and the nice thing is I currently have it to where you are actually able to add multiple scenarios, right? So that was just the first scenario here. Now we can go ahead and add an additional scenario. So now we're like, okay, and see, I still got some visual cleaning up to do, because this shouldn't be looking like this. But like I said, at least most of the stuff functionality wise works, right? And that's all fun. Now, what if, what if enemy is ganking with cheat item? Let me just see. Right. What if enemy is ganking with cheat item? Oh yeah, I gotta be sure to make sure to expand this too, so people can actually see what they're writing here. One step at a time, right? So I'm gonna select a hero here. So like, what if in particular we know it's face, and she has that, she's shown that particular cheat item, right? And then there you go, right? And then I'm able to describe this situation further, right? And then I can keep going, right? I can keep adding more and more scenarios, right, until I'm done with customizing all of this for just the starting game section. And then I can do it, and then I can go ahead and I can go forward with the mid game section here, right? Where, all right, so by the mid game, you guys should hopefully have these items here at this point fully built, right? I give you the whatever description you want, blah blah blah, right? We're going to, we'll also add some scenarios here in case, like, if you're low on gold or something, right? And one of the cool things too is, like, if you were, let's say, like, I was fighting Aurora with this item, right? And she has this like fully built, or she had this particular item, right? And it makes my build a bit sus, right? Or at least not as effective. Well guys, go ahead and not working. See, gonna have to fix it. I wonder if it's just that section there, but oh yeah, so it is just that section there, so I gotta come back and fix that. Right, then you'd sit there and you'd make that alternative build. So here, assuming it's this, right, you'd make the alternative build here, and you'd get her to, man, I don't know why it's also looking like it's shrunk like that, but like I said, guys, we'll fix it. I need it to work first, because as you can see what I mean, like just tragic that this is not it's supposed to be working. But yeah, the cool thing is that, you see that? Is it hiding like all the other ones? I'm sorry, I got distracted. Anyway, getting back at it. Yeah, you can go ahead and you can specify a whole different alternative build, and then you'll have that covered for them.
And you're like, okay, cool. You submit it, you saved it, yay, it's done. All right. Now we're gonna come here. Like I said, search doesn't work right now, contact doesn't work right now, and account definitely doesn't work right now because I just haven't gotten to it. I've been spending a bulk of my time when I've had time for builder and actual building the build viewer, right? Actually viewing these builds here. But so let's say we published the build and it's now here. And it's like, oh, okay, let me see. So yeah, I see somebody, got this new build here, right? This is for newest build. Let me see, updated build, most popular build. This one got 13 votes. But I want the newest one here. So this one's the Knife Pub. Let me see what this is about. Okay, so this one's a phase build, right? Oh yeah, because of the icon that we saw earlier. All right, so this is a phase build. So they say, for this build, right, you'll have this full set of items by, hopefully by level 16. And then these are her accompanying stats. And one of the nice things I kept is that, if you're looking at the build like, I actually probably can't get it until probably 17. Or you can go ahead and just change that real quick on your end. So you can actually then just get some updated stats. See what that's looking like. Nice. And then here we go, right? So here's the person's like starting description of their build, right? I just threw some stuff up in there. Then this would be the full description. This was actually prior to me implementing the text editing styling stuff, so I didn't get to throw any of that in there, but that would be where this goes here. Nice format text that I give you guys the full breakdown of the build, however the user makes it. And then here we go, right? And then you see this user actually went ahead and he made different circumstances for each part of the game. For the starting the game off, right? They say, hey, build these 3 items here. I personally, I have certain shortcuts on the PlayStation controller when I'm playing on PC, so I like to have them like in certain slots. So I like to have kept that there in case somebody else wants to say that, hey, your pinky finger is a millisecond faster on the R2 button or something, something crazy, but you just however they want to customize it. Then you got the snare, right? So here, like everything's perfect. So get ready to move on. If I'm low on gold, here you go, right? They're showing them a whole different alternative item build that they can try to focus on since if you're struggling on gold. What if I'm fighting Countess? Build these, which is kind of the same thing, and run. You see that? Let's see, what else I got here? Boom, right? See, then I got the hero and the item build, right? Or as a beast, just basically just run away. But yeah, see? So that's that, right? And that is what I have for the most part, what I'm going to have for the initial release. After this will be after that'll be it. And then like over time I'll definitely try to like add some more functionality and stuff, because I got a lot of cool ideas and stuff that I'm gonna add to it, because I say I want the site, the item build site, that like to be leaps and bounds and functionality different from all the other MOBA like item build sites. So that's what I kind of have here. So far it's looking pretty good. I like it. What else is there for me to kind of show you guys? Oh yeah, that's actually kind of about it. I wasn't going to stream for too long. I just wanted to have this posted so you guys could kind of see. You can see like for the build viewer, it looks a little bit better than the builder section. But like I said, that's just something. This is just something I still gotta clean up a little bit, and yeah, it'll be ready soon, guys. I'm thinking tomorrow, either tomorrow or the day after, probably tomorrow. I'll be finalizing it and then getting it out for initial view, because I finished all of the hard stuff. I finished most of the hard stuff. I got one more hard thing, which is just like how these builds get saved and pulled from the server. The pulling part is already done. The saving part is going to be a pain. It's going to be quite a pain. But hopefully I can get that done in a day, because that's really the only thing that's really kind of holding me back. After that, then it'll be mostly ready. And then I just need to work on the account section for you guys to actually be able to edit your builds, because right now you once it's submitted, that's it. It's forever part of the system until we can get around to that. But yeah, so just keep a lookout, guys. I want to say either tomorrow or let's say, oh, today's Wednesday. Yeah, you know what? Because I was really talking about today, but just to be on the safe side. So yeah, either tomorrow or Friday, and that's crazy because that's actually around the initial release dates that I was actually thinking about too. So when I originally started this off, so we're actually almost on time, on schedule, which is cool. But all right, guys, that's that about wraps that up. Thank you guys for taking a quick look at it, and most importantly, thank you guys for the support and the love. I really appreciate it on me doing this. Like I said, it's a hell of some work. Like I said, there was a lot of things that I was either inexperienced with or didn't know at all that I had to learn and teach myself first before I could actually build the site up. For it. So like PHP, like I said, I had never worked with PHP before, and that's like a really popular scripting or server language for passing information back and forth that I had to like learn. It wasn't like too bad, but let's say, it was just, I never touched it before, so like obviously it was that learning curve, And then I said I had limited experience with JavaScript and web development, period. But I said I was smart enough because I knew programming, so it didn't take me too long to kind of like take the rust off of me to get this back up and running, or get this up and going for the most part. But yeah, look out for the release either tomorrow or the day after. I said hopefully I have things synced up and got some things going. Because I also gotta get like a Discord server thing polished, so that way people that might want to like hit me up for feature requests or bug reporting, things like that. And I'm gonna try and like I'm gonna probably stick on the Discord because I'm just kind of somewhat sort of burnt out on the site and I just wanted the work, and then I can get to all that nice stuff later. So that's about all I have, guys. We are going to go ahead, kill the stream, and wrap up, try to go to bed. It's almost 3 a.m. for me, and then I will get up and do it all over again, working on the site. Thanks again, guys. You guys take care. Yeah, next time I'll do a writing cereal. I'm gonna make it happen. Do some shits like this. My muscles ain't hurt like that no more. Man.